Alright guys, daily, weekly hockey news update. Still trying to work out the kinks on how I structure these videos, but please bear with me. Guys, thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate you guys so much. Today, we'll start with some of the trades that have recently went down. Nemestikov has been traded to the Ottawa Senators from the New York Rangers for a 4th round pick and Nick Ebert. Nemestikov was of course a part of the deal that sent Ryan McDonough and JT Miller to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and ever since that deal has been done, his production has slowly, steeply declined. Now, of course, Nemestikov's points were super inflated because he was playing with, of course, Kucherov and Stamkos for large portions of his time in Tampa Bay. So, of course, when he shipped to the Rangers and he was in that more secondary scorer role, his production declined. Nemestikov still is a decent secondary scorer. He put up 31 points in 78 games last season for the Rangers, averaging about 15 minutes and 48 seconds per night, which I mean, not terrible, not top 6 numbers, but not terrible. And if you consider how shallow the Ottawa Senators are, this isn't a horrible move. The Ottawa Senators are, of course, a complete rebuilding team. Erik Karlsson is gone, Mark Stone is gone, Matt Duchene is gone. So on a team of rookies and just very young players, having more consistent secondary scores is definitely not a bad thing. The Rangers are also retaining $750K of his $4 million salary, and honestly his salary even at $3.25 million is still definitely not ideal for the production he's putting up. So definitely a great move by the New York Rangers for shedding some more salary, especially after their huge spending spree this offseason. Trouba, Panarin, great move by the Rangers, and the Ottawa Senators pick up some more secondary scoring. Also heading to the Rangers is Nick Ebert. Nick Ebert, to be honest, is a minor league player. I'm guessing this is just because they want to send a player each way. And I mean, Ebert did have a fantastic season in the SHL, but I can't see him actually playing any games for the Rangers, so he's just going to be a solid AHL addition. Next trade, and it is a tearjerker for Canucks fans out there. Alex Bulldog Biega, the absolute legend, has been traded to the Detroit Red Wings for David Pope. The Pope. So I just recently reported in a previous video is that when, I guess, the Vancouver Canucks waived Alex Biega, many teams were actually very interested in claiming Biega to be that number 6-7 guy on the blue line. However, none of those teams were actually willing to commit to making actual additional roster changes. And the Detroit Red Wings were actually apparently the most interested team in Biega. Biega, to be honest guys, is an awesome heart and soul player. I've never seen a player probably work so hard every single shift that he plays. Biega is commonly referred to be the player that plays every single shift like it's his last shift. So hopefully, as a Canucks fan, when he goes to Detroit, he actually plays some top 6 minutes. I'm guessing that was the whole point of this trade, but you love to see it. Last season, Biega played 41 games for the Canucks, and he actually managed to put up 16 points in those 41 games, which is actually pretty good production from a number 7 guy. David Pope coming back to the Vancouver Canucks, he'll obviously be playing in Utica, and hopefully he'll add in some more secondary scoring to the Comets. The Comets have been kind of a struggling team in the past. This year we're seeing a lot of development with guys like Colin, Ulevi, Gadjevich. So hopefully adding David Pope, and I guess now Goldobin and Berchi will definitely help the scoring down in the minors. Next topic, Canucks captaincy. Last week, Travis Green announced that the captain will be decided on the first home game of this season. He announced the 4 alternative captains being Bo Horvat, Brandon Sutter, Alex Edler, and Chris Tanev. And because Bo was listed as an alternative captain, many people actually got really confused about this topic and assumed that either Besser or Pedersen was actually going to be named captain over Bo Horvat. And here is my response. No. No. There was never any question that Bo Horvat was not going to be the Canucks captain. I think it would be more weird if the Canucks announced their alternative captains and didn't list Bo Horvat. I mean, that would be more weird than, I guess, just waiting to announce him as captain and naming him an alternative captain. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Horvat will be the next captain. Everybody knows this. He's already the perfect candidate, and he's going to be the next captain for the Vancouver Canucks. And then funny enough today, a Canucks absolute legend, Gino Ojic, said on Sportsnet 650 that he is pumped for the home opener and that Bo Horvat is going to be the perfect Canucks captain, and I couldn't have said it better myself. I am 99.999% sure that Bo Horvat will be the next captain of the Vancouver Canucks. And if you guys recall from a previous video, I actually said, if Bo Horvat is not named captain, that I will be giving away a Canucks jersey with whoever is named captain to one of you guys. So I guess I shouldn't have said it because probably no one remembers, but I'll stick with my word. So if Bo Horvat is not named captain, I'll give away a captain jersey with Pedersen or Besser or whoever it is to one of you guys. So comment down below what you guys think. Will Bo Horvat be captain? To me, it's the most obvious question. Up next, Penguins injuries. News just recently broke out that both Malkin and Bjugstad are both out with injuries. Malkin with a soft tissue injury that will result in at least 1 month of no playing. And Nick Bjugstad with a lower body injury. And I think it's reported around 2 to 3 weeks. And this news is going to be very tough for the Penguins, who are now losing 2 of their, obviously, centermans. It's definitely going to hurt. So I pose this question to you guys. Are the Penguins still a cup contending team? Now, I consider the Penguins to be pretty much as close to a dynasty as you could say. Obviously, Sidney Crosby, Malkin, the Fleury, the McFlurry, Marc-Andre Fleury, and guys like Chris Letang, they've been dominating for years. They've been dominating the NHL since they came to the league. And of course, the cups, the wins, it speaks for itself. Now, do the Penguins need to start to reevaluate their future? Obviously, they shipped away Phil Kessel for a guy like Alex Galchenyuk, which is a good way for adding more youth, switching out with some more veteran leaders to the roster. Veteran leaders, Phil Kessel's a veteran leader, to the roster. Do they need to do more? Malkin has only played more than 75 games once in the past 5 years, which definitely hurts the Penguins every single year. The consistency, the injury depth, it just hurts, especially when you're paying some of these guys so much money. So I guess I'll pose this question to you guys. How many years do the Penguins still have as a cup contender? I mean, with Crosby and Malkin on the lineup, there's always a great chance you're going to be a good team, but it's definitely something to think about. And for me, as a hockey fan, when I really started watching hockey was when Crosby was obviously very young, coming up in the NHL. It's so interesting to see just such a big superstar come into the league and then watch them, I guess, go to their peak and then start to decline. Not that Crosby is not a bad player or anything. He's still an amazing player he's always been, but definitely very interesting to see. Next topic, the Winnipeg Jets, and again, their depleted blue line. This past offseason, the Jets lost Tyler Myers, they lost Jacob Trouba in the trade to the New York Rangers, they lost Ben Chirot, and obviously that hurts just like that. Now, of course, coming to this season, Dustin Byfuglien did not report to camp, and there was a lot of rumors and a lot of, I guess rumors stirring up that he is considering retirement. And obviously, Big Buff still hasn't played a single game yet this season, so, reports are starting to get very serious. Now, Josh Morrissey is very banged up, and Kulikov has been granted a leave of absence. Which means now, if you compare the Winnipeg Jets blue line today versus, I guess, last season, it's crazy. It's a joke. I love the Jets. I'm a big Jets fan. But it's just so bad to see, so much of their depth just gone. Now, what I will say is Billy Hinola, obviously drafted last season as a part of the Jacob Trouba trade. They got Neil Pionk and in the first round pick back that they actually traded for Hayes. Kind of a confusing situation. But Billy Hinola, I just watched the Jets game yesterday, actually played really well. Obviously, he still needs a lot of development, so if you can hear my dog. But Billy Hinola, I was very surprised to see his adaptation into the NHL happen so quickly. He had really good points in the league last year, and his transition has actually been pretty good. Now, I would say it's definitely apparent that he was kind of forced into this role, and that for his development's sake, it would be much better if he went back to the league for at least one more season. But at least Neil Pionk is looking good, and Billy Hinola is definitely actually looking pretty good too. So what do you guys think about the Jets blue line? What are they going to do? Are the effects already affecting Josh Morrissey? Not that, it's the worst thing, but it's kind of crazy. I haven't seen this much happen on a single blue line, I think, ever. So what do you guys think about the Jets blue line? Alright guys, and just as I'm wrapping up this video, it has just been announced that Patrick Marleau is returning to the San Jose Sharks. Now, of course, Patrick Marleau this past offseason at the draft was traded to the Carolina Hurricanes and was expected to be bought out. And I guess the rumor always was, if he was bought out, that he was going to somehow return back to the San Jose Sharks. Now, the season already started, and he was not a part of the roster. However, it has been now announced today, and it just came in, he has been signed for $700K for the San Jose Sharks, which again is a fantastic deal for the Sharks. Obviously, he played his entire career with San Jose, and this is going to be, and it's a one-year deal. And this is going to be a big depth scoring acquisition for the Sharks. Patrick Marleau, I know he's getting older, but he's still going to definitely provide that good secondary scoring. I think he put up 37 points last year for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He still has that great veteran presence. This is a great move by the Sharks. So there you guys go. Anyways, guys, I'm so excited for the game of hockey. Hockey is back on, guys. Again, bear with me while I'm trying to kind of restructure the way I format my videos. Kind of a learning curve because since I started my channel in the off season, so now that I'm in game day or game season, NHL game season doesn't make any sense. It's definitely a completely different process on how I create videos and how the whole news segment works and how I recap games. So bear with me, guys. And again, I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me. It means a lot. I really enjoy doing this, so thank you guys so much. Oh yeah, just a heads up, I'm going to be gone for this upcoming Thanksgiving break. I'm going to bring my camera gear, but I guess we'll see what kind of happens. Hopefully no big news breaks and I'm unable to film. So I guess we will see. See you guys later.